Now getting close to the trials last week's, Johnny Depp has taken the stand once more to refute Amber Heard's earlier claims of physical mistreatment during her testimony and cross-examinations. We may all remember that Amber Heard started her testimony with claims of physical harm, and she has stood by her testimony until the end, although some of them are starting to seem like lies because Amber Heard herself couldn't keep track of the things she said. Now, Johnny has recently retaken the stand and he strongly dismissed and refuted Amber's claims. Let's take a closer look at that in today's video. But first, make sure that you subscribe to our channel and you smash that notification bell for more updates on this. Now, let's dive in. While on the stand, Heard alleged Depp mistreated her multiple times, and her testimony was frequently dramatic. She also talked about how they met and how their relationship progressed. Fans and supporters, on the other hand, are pointing out inconsistencies in the facts offered in court. Throughout their respective testimony, both stars have accused each other of using substances and domestic maltreatment. Despite this, both have repeatedly denied the claims of aggression. Let's take a short recap about Amber Heard's testimony, literally in sobs. Amber Heard, star of Aquaman, sobbed in court as she testified that her ex-husband Johnny Depp hurt her with a bottle and threatened to hurt her shortly after they married. Heard said she visited Depp in Australia in early 2015, approximately a month after their wedding, while Johnny was filming the fifth Pirates of the Caribbean film. While testifying in a widely televised defamation trial, a scheduled meal at the property Depp was renting degenerated into an altercation on their first night together. According to Heard, Depp, she claimed, shoved her against the refrigerator and held her there forcefully because he wasn't in his senses. Heard claimed she was freed and went upstairs for a time, returning later in her nightgown to discover Depp still awake. She claimed she tried to get him to eat because they hadn't eaten their meal, but he was aggressive and tossed bottles at her, shattering them. Heard claimed that Depp would continually hurt her, who looked down, shook her head, and sobbed as she described the encounter. She said she kept thinking that she hoped the bottle was not one of the ones that was broken. "I was scared," she added. "I had just married him." Depp gave a different recollection of the incident in Australia in a previous testimony. He said Heard was the one who threw objects at him during their fight, breaking the top of his right middle finger with a glass bottle. His lawyers presented evidence of his hospital appointment to have his finger surgically repaired. However, actor Johnny Depp returned to the witness stand on Wednesday to refute ex-wife Amber Heard's testimony in their defamation battle, saying the maltreatment claims she leveled against him were unimaginably brutal, cruel, and false. Depp and his lawyer sought on Wednesday to refute Heard's allegations that he physically mistreated her many times before and after their 2017 divorce. During the trial, which is now in its sixth and final week, Depp used a slew of words to characterize his reaction to Heard's testimony: horrible, absurd, humiliating, hilarious, horrible, brutal. Depp described the testimony, adding that Amber's statement was unimaginably nasty, vicious, and untrue. "Everything is a lie," he said. "No human being is perfect," he said, adding that never in his life has ever committed battery or physical maltreatment. Depp previously testified that it was Heard who became aggressive in their relationship. "No matter what happens," Depp said, "I did get here, and I did tell the truth, and I have spoken up for what I've been carrying on my back, reluctantly for 6 years." Heard's lawyers challenged Depp with text messages seized from his phone during cross-examination. Depp supposedly wrote that parts of Heard were characterized as rightfully mine in one communication to an assistant. Depp denied writing the text, claiming that his phone may have been used by someone else or that the message had been tampered with. "I need, I want, I take," the message said. Heard's assertion about rumors of an altercation involving a staircase when Moss dated Depp in the 1990s was refuted by British model Kate Moss, who appeared briefly on Wednesday and denied Heard's claim. "I just, in my head, instantly think of Kate Moss and the stairs," Miss Heard said in one of her testimonies, accidentally bringing up Kate Moss's name and opening a door for Johnny's team to bring Kate Moss onto the witness stand. During a vacation, the pair traveled to Jamaica. Moss said she slipped on the stairwell and hurt her back. According to her, Depp went to her aid, brought her to her room, and called for emergency assistance. "He never pushed me, kicked me, or threw me down any stairs," said Moss, who appeared via video from England. When Heard testified that she once smacked Depp because she thought he was ready to shove her sister down a flight of stairs like he did with Moss, the incident became a point of contention. Meanwhile, Amber Heard's team hits back after Kate Moss denies the claim Johnny Depp pushed her downstairs. "We were leaving the room. Johnny left before I did, and there had been a rainstorm," she said. "As I left the room, I slid down the stairs and I hurt my back. I screamed because I didn't know what had happened to me and I was in pain. He came running down to help me and carried me back to my room and got me medical attention." Kate Moss testified under oath. Asked about the relationship as a whole, which lasted from 1994 until 1998, Miss Moss said, "He never pushed me, kicked me, or threw me down any stairs." The defense declined to cross-examine Miss Moss. After her testimony concluded, a source close to Miss Heard told The Independent, "So, Johnny Depp didn't hurt Kate Moss? That makes him 1 for 2 in the mistreatment column. But, to date, he's 0 for 1 in the courtroom on the central issue in this case back when he lost the same exact case in England. And when the jury deliberates over the singular issue in this case, whether Amber Heard has exercised her right of freedom of speech, he'll be 0 for 2, no matter how much his lawyers try to distract and divert the jury's attention." Meanwhile, even during Amber's own testimony and cross-examination with Johnny's lawyer Camille Vasquez, people have been pointing out a lot of inconsistencies in Amber's claims. For one, Heard lied about almost everything that took place in the Hicksville trailer palace. But when former palace owner Morgan Knight took to the stand, Amber's testimonies turned out to be all lies. He was called in by the Depp's defense team as a rebuttal witness to talk about an event that occurred on his property while Depp and Heard were staying in the California trailer park in June 2013. Heard previously testified that she and Depp were on vacation at the trailer park in May 2013, when Depp reportedly conducted a cavity search on her in pursuit of a missing bag of his items and accused her of flirting with another individual. Knight explained that he was often the live-in manager and would stay in the house on the site when he was at the park, when the couple allegedly had a quarrel by the campfire while working on the campsite. When asked about what transpired that night, he claims that he did not observe Depp yelling at Heard, and that it was the other way around. According to Knight, Depp got increasingly quiet as the evening progressed. "At the end of the night, I heard a commotion. I was inside the house and came out. I couldn't tell what was going on. Mr. Depp and Miss Heard were having a discussion about I'm not sure what." Depp and Heard were staying at a 1950s trailer, which they went to inspect. A sconce had been broken, but nothing else had been destroyed, so he just purchased a new one on eBay with Depp's agent's credit card, which he charged for $62. Heard had claimed earlier in her testimony that Depp had trashed the trailer while yelling at her. During cross-examination, Heard's defense team pulled up an old tweet from Knight, in which he replied to a Depp fan Twitter account, saying that Heard's testimony never happened. "I spent the entire night with him." He tweeted at the time, "Amber was the one going all jealous and crazy." That's all for today. We hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and smash that notification bell for more episodes.